you've had a great weekend. You show up to the office with a smile on your face. You know you're going to get a lot done. You feel well rested, rejuvenated. And then you get the worst kind of surprise. No, not the Groupon surprise, when your Groupon expires and all it's worth what you paid for. It's the millennial employee surprise. The millennial employee you just hired and trained. Or the millennial employee that's worked for your organization for a couple years. I mean, she seemed happy. She reverse mentored some of your senior people. She brought your company up to speed when it came to social media. She explained to you this is not Snapchat. She helped you avoid that internet dating scam. And when it came to fashion advice and you wanted some new glasses, something a little bit nerdy but also a little bit edgy, she helped you out with those too. Now she just told you she's quitting. Is there anything you can do about it? Probably not. Could you have anticipated her leaving and prevented it before it happened? Absolutely. My name is Meagan Johnson. I'm a generational humorist and professional speaker. I speak to organizations, associations, and corporations like yours about the ever-changing generations in the workforce, the marketplace, and even in our own homes. We talk a lot about millennials leaving their place of employment. Well, I want to talk about something refreshingly called the stay interview. The stay interview was first introduced to me by an audience member. He was the HR director for a chain of long-term care facilities. Now, there are very few industries that have more supervision, more rules, more regulation, more people looking over their shoulder than long-term care. So if this guy can do something different, I think you can too. He explained to me, I got rid of annual reviews. He said, because the young people that work for me today do not care about what happened a year ago. They care, he said, and I loved what he had to say. They care about the relationship they have with their employer today. He said, and I use the stay interview to help cultivate that relationship. Stay interviews help managers understand why an employee stays and what could cause them to leave. He explained to me that the first stay interview occurs within the first 60 days of employment, followed by whenever a manager, supervisor feels a stay interview is needed. You feel that someone's becoming discouraged, disheartened, sort of burned out, you can perform a stay interview. He said he performed a stay interview with a young woman, and he said, we've discovered that she had a transportation issue. He said, and by changing her hours, we were able to solve that problem before she left us. Now, here's some samples of stay interview questions. You can find a lot online, but here are a couple of my favorites. I like this one. What kind of feedback or recognition would you like about your performance that you aren't currently receiving? What I like about that question is because it doesn't matter what generation you belong to, we all have different needs for feedback. Some people only want feedback every once in a while. You know, tell me I'm doing a good job and let me keep doing it. Other people, like myself, we want feedback 24/7, just about. Another question that I thought was a really good one is, when was the last time you thought about leaving your job, and what was the cause of you thinking about leaving? If you choose to perform a stay interview, be prepared to make changes. There'll be nothing more disheartening to millennials than to go through the process of a stay interview only to see nothing change. And if you can't make the changes that you discuss in a stay interview, explain to them why. But more importantly, if a change does occur from a stay interview, tell the employee what happened. Let them know that the change that occurred was in a direct response to the stay interview they participated in. Don't assume that they'll just know. We all want our employees and coworkers to be engaged and happy. Doesn't matter what generation you belong to. And if your goal is to have a multi-generational workforce that's cohesive and engaged, stay interviews will help you do it. My name is Meagan Johnson. I'm a generational humorist and professional speaker. I will see you next week when we will continue to explore the ever-changing generations we live with and work with today. Bye-bye.